Hello everybody who is watching this video. My name is Olenjolaim TAYAI from beautiful, fantastic country called United Republic of Tanzania. So let me repeat my name firstly. My name is Olenjolaim TAYAI. So these are my four names. My first name is this one, Olenjolai. Second name, third name, the fourth name. Also, you know that because in Tanzania we have more than 102 tribes. So you know that many students, they used to ask me about my tribes and they used kind of predicting. So my tribe is Maasai. So I'm recording, or I'm doing this program in United Republic of Tanzania, or in short that you call it in Tanzania. That's my country. I'm a citizen of Tanzania in Eastern of African continent. Well, I would like to welcome you onto the online undergraduate Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania in square bracket Olenjolaim. Let me repeat. It's called the Online Undergraduate Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania in square bracket Olenjolaim. So this is a higher institution, right? It's a higher institution. Specifically, we are focusing on teaching or on assisting undergraduate students, or supplementing what the undergraduate students used to get in their local universities or institutions or colleges. So it's online, it's not a physical, we don't have any physical institution right now. So we are doing everything and we are providing everything online. So that's why that I would like to do the general introduction for you to understand. And currently, when we are recording this program, we have our YouTube channel that's called Online Undergraduate Polyinstitute of Tanzania, OLENJOLAI, right? So in square bracket is OLENJOLAI. So this is our official YouTube channel. We have some other official channels in other, maybe for instance, that in social media, or possibly we'll be advancing from day after day. So we have some of the departments in these institutions, but one of the departments is called Departments of Engineering and Scientific Mathematics, where we are delivering you this stuff right now. So before even I go too much far into what I've prepared today to introduce to you, I would like to give you a brief introductions of this undergraduate institution, right? So it's a high institution. What the vision that we have in our mind, or what the visions that God has revealed in my mind, right? So that I say, okay, in order to practice these visions or to accomplish the assignment that God has given me, then I have to begin on introducing or founding. It means that establishing the online or the undergraduate institutions, right? So what the visions that we have in my mind, it has been more than 8 years right now since God has revealed these visions to me. More than 9 years, yes, 8 to 9 years, 8 years. It was 2013 when God has revealed this kind of the visions in my mind, that He want to prepare, or He want a person who will be ready to prepare a community of Tanzanian and even African, even some in some other countries, who will be trained online, and hence they use the classroom instructions, mean that the online educations will be combined with physical educations that they get in class, so they can take the classroom instructions and then apply it to solve real life problems. So that the visions that in my mind. So our achievement is not even to help students only to pass the exams, but our achievements is in case that we see students, especially that who are citizens of Tanzanians, taking the classroom instructions in science and engineering to solve real life problems. It doesn't mean that I'm the first to do it. I know that there are a number of people who have done a great job, right, on that, but myself also I have an assignment to add on what it has been done. So that is the brief introductions of the vision. So whenever that you'll be watching videos in our YouTube channels or even in other future channels, in your mind, you have to understand that what am I struggling for, or what am I doing, and what it's in my mind is to prepare the community of Tanzanians who can take the classroom instructions and solve real-life problems, regardless of how difficult they are. So again, another thing which the second thing which I want to present to you, or I would like you to just to give a brief introductions of it. Now you have another question. What problem am I solving? Well, we are born to solve problems and not even to add problems. So I don't know about you who is watching this program right now or watching this video, but on my side, I know that I was born to solve a problem or problems in plural, right? Problems in my community, in my village, in my street, in my country, in my continents, even in the world, which the solution may aid the present generation and the future generations. So what problem am I solving? Well, the problem statements is like this. When I've been in undergraduate studies, in one of the institutions in the United Republic of Tanzania, it's called the UNDERGRAD Institute of Technology, I observed that many students, many undergraduate students who have been pursuing courses in science, for example, lab science and technology, and also those who have been pursuing engineering courses, for example, mechanical engineering, electronics and telecommunication engineering, mining engineering, and even that others have been pursuing civil engineering, right? And as others have been pursuing, for instance, that the other courses that we call them computer engineering. So myself, and including my classmates, we have been experiencing some challenges on understanding and mastering engineering and scientific mathematics modules. We had the 5 modules for those who have come from the advanced educations. But for those who have come from the ordinary diploma education, they had the 4 modules of mathematics. We who come from the advanced education, we had the 5 modules in our 80 semesters of learning. So it has been a challenge for us to understand these modules of mathematics, scientific and the engineering mathematics. There are many reasons or many causes that has led us to fail to understand them and even to master and love them. Rather than sometimes you find that the high percentage of the students, they used to hate mathematics, while historically during the primary education, secondary education, and even possibly ordinary diploma educations, they like the mathematics, but unfortunately you find the style of mathematics is a little bit changing, but themselves also they fail to adapt to the changes of undergraduate mathematics. Okay, well, so how we solve this problem? That's the next question that you have in your mind. It's a good question. For myself, when I've been studying, I used to spend my weekends, Saturday and Sunday, to help my colleagues. Even after I graduated, when we finished, for example, that when we shifted to the second year, then I was assisting my colleagues and even the next class. Right, I don't want to give you into too much detail, but after my graduations, I found that other students who were next after us in those programs at the same institutions experiences the same problem. But I've been making conversations with my colleagues we did the advanced education together, and even some of the friends and some of the teachers in other institutions away from the Islam Institute of Technology, means EIT. Then they told me the same situation, that mathematics for undergraduate is a kind for scientific and the engineering mathematics is a little bit challenging for many students. And even many of them, they end to have supplementary, having absconding, and even having discontinuous, right? Discontinuity, or even using corruptions in order for them to pass the exam, which actually is a kind of the furious issue, because to do illegal issue on your pursuing of your education is a kind of that you are planting a bad seed with a good seed, because education is the good seed, but if you plant with kind of the corruptions which is illegal, then you are planting good seed and bad seeds, and they will grow up together, and finally you know that it will collapse, or even the harvesting won't be successful or won't be good. So how are we going to solve this problem? Okay, so I've been helping students I've been teaching undergraduate engineering and scientific mathematics for more than 5 years in physical education. And I thank God, but through His grace, I changed the life of students of almost 3,000 in my own country. But then I said, okay, fine, I've been doing well, I've been trying to do my level best in the same institutions where I did my courses. Then I try to focus now nationally and realize that the problems is still existing generations after generations. So then we say that, okay, fine, it's better now we expand the dominions, okay, and then helping thousands of the undergraduate students of the present and future generations by using the online platform. So I will be using different teaching aids, I'll be using different teaching techniques and different teaching methods to simplify those concepts which have been complex in engineering and scientific mathematics for undergraduate level. It doesn't mean that I know everything. This is what just I want to make you aware about that. I don't know everything in engineering and scientific mathematics. I used to learn new concepts a day after day, but what I want to tell you that I'm ready to teach or to share, to teach others what I know in engineering and scientific mathematics. And I'll be pouring out myself until that I'm finished, because my rejoice is I have to accomplish this assignment before my death, right? And then the good thing is this is a generational now program, because we provide this stuff online and then we put them onto the savers. So we believe that in many, even that the future generations will get help on this one. So that's the way that we'll be using different tutorials, we'll be solving tutorial questions, different reference textbook, different questions and answer textbooks. We'll be solving past papers questions that have been asked in different exams. One thing which I want to make you clear at the beginnings of this general introduction, I would like just to let you know that engineering mathematics and scientific mathematics is kind of the global, it's common from one continent to another continent, from one country to another country, but it differ in way of course outlines of, for example, curriculum of the particular institution. For instance, that curriculum that we are studying in Tanzania is the similar curriculum that undergraduate students are studying in United States of America, or in United Kingdom, or in South Africa. But the difference is the content now, the way to formulate the course or the module, right? So similarly to myself also, I'll be teaching this stuff and it will be helpful worldwide, and there will be even published that publicly worldwide everywhere that where the connections of the internet is there. So this material they can be found. So however that it will assist many students worldwide, but the main focus, because I should be focusing, is the curriculums of United Republic of Tanzania. That's what the main focus of mine, and I'm ready to, I will be trying my level best to bear what the curriculums of United Republic of Tanzania for undergraduate engineering and scientific mathematics ask students to cover before they graduate in each module. Okay, we have also several universities in Tanzania. I won't be able to teach maybe several universities that are providing engineering and scientific courses. I won't be able to teach that every module for every institution, so college or university. But I've selected the reference, I call them referential institutions or colleges or universities, which actually that I'll be using their contents to teach the general concepts of engineering and scientific mathematics. And basically, I would like just to mention that I have selected the Dar es Salaam Institute of Technology, University of Dar es Salaam, to present the teaching institutions, and the University of Dodoma. So today we have the University of Dodoma. That's what we are going, that's why I've written here, Udom, University of Dodoma. That's what you have. So again, that is too much, even what you expected to get at the answer of that question. I would like just to go the third step that I want to give you the general introduction of what it has been written on the blackboard. Well, so the third thing which I want you to be aware is in normal institutions, we have in normal institutions, or in physical institutions or colleges or universities, whether in diploma level or undergraduate level, there are the first 2 weeks for enrollment, right, for registrations. So another question is, how will a student register himself or herself in this online undergraduate polytechnic Institute of Tanzania? Well, we don't have a lot of complications and have maybe a long queue, no. It just asks you to follow some few steps for you to get connected and then get updated of everything that you are going to add online, so that you can take this stuff elsewhere and at any time. No need for you just to worry that now it is midnight. You can wake up and then take the courses with Olenjolaim, who is ready to sacrifice his time, his resources for you. So number one thing, the first step we ask you to watch on this video that you're watching right now. There is a button on your right hand side that's written subscribe. The background, I believe that you are seeing it is ready, but the text is white text which is written subscribe. So click it once. Once you click, then its background color changes into gray, and also the text also changes into gray, and hence the word will be read right now as subscribed. And then the second step, it means that after you do that process, right, then the bell will appear beside on right hand side of that software button. This is the bell, right? So this is the bell. So I want to explain to you the second step that you do. Click this bell. If you click this bell, then you'll see 3 options. First of all, and then the another one is personalized, and the third option. So for you, after you click this one, choose or selecting all. So why should you subscribe? We'll be adding more than hundreds. We'll be adding hundreds of the videos in this online undergraduate polytechnic Institute of Tanzania, and then we'll be adding day after day. We'll be adding possibly during the night or during the day, but at least in a day we add at least 1 video. So the aim for you to subscribe is mean that the YouTube community will give you notifications once you are online that OLENJOLAI has added a new video, possibly of calculus 2, or a new video of basic matrices and the we call matrices and basic calculus, or maybe has added a new video in differential equations and complex variables, or have added a new video in calculus, right? Or have added a new video in several variables, or have added a new video in linear algebra, right? Because we're expecting in this channel, I'll be teaching you almost 12 modules, right? For 3 universities, higher level universities. So that is the first stage. Afterward, you do that. I insist you again to do the second stage. Click this software buttons which has been written on your left hand side, which has been written show more, right? So when you click these buttons, you will see the descriptions of each video. So in each video, I insist you that to click these buttons. You'll see the descriptions of each video. Make sure that you read it. And in descriptions, you will find also something else additional that possibly we don't explain during when we have been teaching. And that is, we invite students and invite our dear viewers who would like to offer God the Thanksgiving offering in order to participate or to contribute for the running cost of this program, for many videos of engineering and scientific mathematics to be in air, right? Without any kinds of the blockage or any kinds of postponement, right? That's what we insist on. So in case that you feel, for instance, let me give you an example. For myself, I have been, and even including some of my alumni students that have been teaching them engineering and scientific mathematics, almost 4 to 5, I shared with them the visions, and then they said, sir, we want to plant our seed, which is free-willing Thanksgiving offering. It means that they had everyone has contributed an amount of money according to what he or she has been feeling in his heart. Similarly to myself, that have been a great, it means that possibly that I took almost, it means that I paid for 90% of this program, right? For the initial cost, because it's very expensive. We have multimedia devices for the lighting, for the camera, That's a little bit expensive. I don't want to mention that how much does it cost, but there's a running cost now. I'm used to. So for me, what I've offered, which is 90%, is my offering for the present and future generations of Tanzania students. Again, I'm offering to God the gift of teaching that He has given to me. So that's why that I'm doing this program free of charge for a year, right? So it means that you will see two methods that you can send your Thanksgiving offering. Number one, by using a bank transaction. Number two, by using the mobile transaction, which is Thanksgiving offering. And you may use the telephone number 0759745331. That's the telephone number that you have to make sure that you use it, okay, in order to send your seed or your Thanksgiving offering. Again, that number three, you have to share this content. Share with your classmates, right? Share, tell them that there's something already in their hands, because you know that the internet, we have smartphones, iPhones, computers, you see personal computers, desktop computers, smart TVs in our hands. So tell them in the electronic device there are something potential, which is sessions or lectures or training in engineering and scientific mathematics to prepare the community of engineers who solve the real life problems, and not just who have the certificate. Okay, then you can like or dislike the video. That is what we insist you to. Yes, you can like or dislike. Again, the first state that how will you interact with me? When I've been sharing with my alumni students that I have this vision that I want to teach millions of the students online, then they challenged me that how your students will be interacting with you? Because they knew that I used to spend in physical training, I used to spend 30% of the sessions to allow students to ask questions concerning about what I've told them. So, well, the good answer, the answer for that question, how will you interact with me? Well, you use the comment sections on your left-hand side. What can you do in the comment sections? Number one, you can ask questions. Number two, you can give us feedback whether you understood what you have been teaching you and where you enjoyed this material, in which institution or in which college or in which university, in which regions, in which city, in which country, in which continent. Number three, you may also see questions which have been asked by other students around the world. Number four, you may also establish the online group discussions with some other students. Number five, you may also submit your homework, because in every lecture will be leaving a homework for you, that to make sure that you try, and then you can submit. It will be a public homework because your solution will be public, and you can even get the assistance from other teachers online and even from other students. So you just have to do those 4 steps, but you have to make sure that you sign in the requirement that every student, in order to get connected in this program, he or she should have an official email, whether Yahoo email or the Gmail, right? So whether those 2 emails, and there is nothing else that you will pay. You have to make sure you have the electronic device and the connections of the internet. No any charges that will be charged if you want to open an email. And this exercise of registering or enrolling yourself onto this online program, it doesn't take even 3 minutes in case that you have your email. Because you just click once, you click secondly, you click here, you read, and then you come that you share, you click because you see an icon for sharing the video, the links of this video, and also you come to the comments, and then you read the comments and you comment, then you are done, right? That is a good news. What we'll be doing in this online undergraduate Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania? Well, we'll be teaching concepts of engineering and scientific mathematics, and I love and I like engineering and scientific mathematics. I believe that even yourself you do the same. Even if that you hate it, I will convince you to make sure that you like and love engineering and scientific mathematics, so that you may apply it for the rest of your life. Also, we'll teach about applications, how we apply it in engineering, in real life problem solving, and also we'll teach about problem solving, right? We'll have several examples in a one session, so in one lecture. And then so we'll be solving tutorial questions, right, or exercise from the books So we'll do a lot of things. So get prepared. We are very serious on these programs, and also we want to teach and want to help those serious students who want to make a change in their community before the year ends. Because you know that we have something which is called the grave, which will make silence and will make even us to go with everything that God has equipped us, which we should release into this world. Again, we'd like to welcome you onto this OPIT, okay? OPIT, this is the abbreviations of Online Undergraduate Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania, OPITO. So it means that the founder is Olenjolaim, that's why we have elastic O, to enjoy the beauty. So here, from the beginnings of lecture 00 to the end, believe me that you'll be enjoying the beauty of engineering and scientific mathematics. Mathematics is beautiful. Engineering, yes, mathematics is beautiful, especially the scientific mathematics is beautiful, and engineering mathematics is beautiful. That's why that we have this phrase, we as engineers, because even myself, that I thank God that one of the calling that He has given to me is electronic, telecommunication, electrical, yes, electronic and telecommunication engineer, right? So we say that mathematics is the queen of engineering. So if mathematics is the queen of engineering, it means that engineering is the king. Because whenever we have a queen, there is the king. And whenever we have a king, there is the queen. Right? So get prepared to enjoy the beauty of engineering and scientific mathematics for the rest of your life. Like I do, because I do enjoy the beauty of engineering and scientific mathematics every day. Again, I have a phrase here which you call OLENJOLAI things differently. That's the phrase. So if I think differently, one thing which will get us an advantage in this online program, I'll be teaching you to think differently. After time that you find even your classmate, they might hate you because of the way you think and the way that you define problems in your community, right? So I won't be teaching you how to complain. I'll be teaching you how to think differently and solve even your own problems, and then we'll come back to your family problem. Again, another thing, in Tanzania we have two legal authorities who used to supervise or to regulate, to design, to accredit courses, institutions, universities, colleges, curriculums, etc. And this, in short, we call it TCU and NACTE. The long terms of the word TCU is called Tanzania Commission of Universities. And then the long terms of NACTE, that is called the National Council for Technical Education. So let me give you the brief introductions of the video. So we are in Departments of Engineering and Scientific Mathematics. The module or the course that I want to introduce to you, which is called Calculus 2. And then this is lecture session 00, the general introductions of Calculus 2. The reference institutions or the reference university is called University of Udom, or in brief is called Udom, where that we teach students to embrace knowledge, right? Good. So let me take you to the second part of this introduction, right? So as I say that, in Tanzania we have two legal authorities that regulate, design, accredit institutions. This is called the NACTE, and then the other one is TCU, Tanzania Commission for Universities. And then this is called National Council for Technical Education. So many universities, including University of Dodoma, are under TCU. So it means that Udom is under TCU, Tanzania Commission for Universities. What the difference between the TCU, right, TCU vision and the NACTE visions? Well, NACTE is supervising for diploma and the undergraduate institutions and colleges to make sure that the students, they get something, we call it competence-based, right? So they are hands-on. And then TCU, this is focusing to the institutions, universities and colleges and schools, or higher schools that are impacting onto the students something called knowledge-based, so the base of knowledge, right? So that's the difference. So today we'll be focusing under the TCU, and then we have Udom. So listen carefully. So University of Dodoma, right? But before even we focus the University of Dodoma, we have many institutions and many institutions, colleges and universities that are teaching calculus too. So I want to mention some of the universities. That's what I have to mention for you. Some of universities, right? Some of universities or colleges, and what are institution, right? Institution of what? Of Tanzania that offering engineering and scientific mathematics, but especially calculus too. So I want to mention some in their abbreviation. The first one, for instance, Udom, University of Dodoma. The second one, for instance, is DIT, Dar es Salaam Institute of Technology. The third one, for instance, is called the KISTI, the long terms of it is Karume Institute of Science and Technology in Zanzibar. And then the fourth one, also University of Dar es Salaam. They offer calculus 2 or contents of calculus 2, however that the name might be different. Then the other one is Mbeya University of Science and Technology. So it's called the MASTI, right? And then the sixth one, Arusha Technical College. Then the eighth one, Zanzibar State University, right? Zanzibar, or the State University of Zanzibar. So it's called the, yes, Zanzibar University, SUZA. So it's called the SUZA. So SUZA. So SUZA, it means State University of Zanzibar. Then that is number 7, right? Then number 8, also you can find that Zanzibar, okay, called the Zanzibar, okay, even Zanzibar University, right? And even some other institution. So, many institutions, colleges, and universities, they offer a module in the general department, okay, the general departments that it might be called the calculus 2, or it might be called the advanced engineering mathematics, it might be called the advanced calculus, maybe so there are different names. So for Udom, they call these modules calculus 2. So before even we go on to the contents of calculus 2 and even the reference book that might be useful, I would like just to give you the modules offered at the University of Dodoma. These modules are offered in different schools, but especially in the school of, or called in the College of Informatics, right? So it's called the College of Informatics and the Visual Education. So CIVE. So College of Informatics and Visual Educations. This is the college because University of Dodoma comprises more than 5 colleges. So one of the colleges is called the College of Informatics and Visual Educations. They offer basically modules or courses. So these are the modules, right? Modules or courses, right? Courses offered by, one just to give you the general overview, offered by University of Dodoma or by College of Informatics and Visual Education of Udom, right? So there are 4 modules, more than 4, more than 4. The first one, this is called the introduction of discrete mathematics, right? So this is for mathematics. So this is for the software engineers, and this is semester 1 module. Another modules, some of the courses, they learn a module that's called the linear algebra. Linear algebra, right? So this also is the first semester module. So in Udom they call it linear algebra, but in some other universities such as University of Dar es Salaam, the African University of Tanzania, then University of Zanzibar, St. Joseph University of what? University of Science and Technology, or University of Engineering. They call it basic calculus and the matrices, or matrices and basic calculus. So it's just the name, but contents are closely similar. Then the second modules which is offered is called the probability and statistics. Probability and the statistics. So this is the second semester, right? Very interesting module, second semester of 40 of first year. So it's offered at second semester of first year. Then the first module is called the Calculus 1, right? This is also the second semester, but few courses are learning this module. And then the fifth module is called the Calculus 2, which I want to talk about. So both Calculus 1 and Calculus 2, they have similar reference books and materials. So the good news are possibly will cover or will teach you in this online platform 4 modules. Okay, 4 modules. Linear algebra, probability and statistics, Calculus 1 and Calculus 2, right? You have to keep in prayer, possibly that I might get a chance to teach about introductions of this great mathematics, right? So stay connected. So you see that you enjoy the beauty of engineering scientific mathematics, and you learn the actual modules that you used to learn in school, regardless of what the competence of the teacher that he is going to teach you. So then the third thing which I want to share with you after presenting this information, I want to share with you something that they call the big picture. Big picture. So big picture of what? Of mathematics. God has put a big picture of mathematics in my mind, which actually that I want to share with any of my students, in order for them also even to have such kind of a picture when we'll be learning engineering and scientific mathematics together. So we have the subject here, which is called mathematics, right? So this is the oldest subject in our life. We began on learning the subject, the part we call the fundamental maths, right? Fundamental mathematics. So when we've been learning this fundamental mathematics, we learned during our nursery and the primary education, whether it is English medium or Swahili medium. But we learned about 30 fundamental mathematics, where actually we used to count it from 1 to 10, or 1 to 5, then 1 to 10, then we advanced at 1 to 20, 1 to 50, 1 to 100. That's what we've been doing. Later on, we learned about tables and the table. So it has been a long process. After graduating there, when we pass the NECTA, we call it NECTA exam, then we had 2 branches of mathematics in the level that we call ordinary level, which is O level. So there we learned that this is compulsory for all students, basic mathematics, whether those who want to pursue artists or they want to pursue business. So this has been a subject that we learned during our Form 1, Form 4, right? And you have to make sure to pass, otherwise you are going to have a penalty. And then here, another branch of mathematics. Some of the students, they used to learn about additional, not apply, additional. So some of the students, this is not a compulsory subject, but for the lovers of mathematics, It's a very interesting subject because it prepare you to understand advanced mathematics, additional maths, right? So this also you may learn from Form 1 to Form 4, but it's option. So this is compulsory, this is option. But the good news is we have a channel, a special channel to train basic mathematics from Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4. And also it used to teach O-level students physics Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4. And also we teach chemistry Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4. So in case that you have your young brother, your young sister, your young auntie, anybody who is in that level, then we can send him or her the links that has been displayed in this video at the beginning or at the end of the video. But I can mention it. Their YouTube channels, their school is called Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAI. But in the YouTube channel that we have a channel that we call Tanzania Online O-Level Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAI, and then you close the bracket. So once we graduate here, we graduate with something that we call the Certificate Secondary Education Examination. So here we graduate with Certificate Secondary Education Examination. And after we graduate with this one, we have basically three next routes, right? The first route is called the Advanced Mathematics, Advanced Maths. This is Form 5 to Form 6. It is 2-year subject, or we might be taking, but this is if we be, or if a student will pursue PCM, either of this combination, PGM, PMC, or EGM. Also, students may pursue a subject called BAM. So from 5 to Form 6. So basic applied mathematics. This will be pursued by the students who are pursuing PCB, CBG, CBN, right? CBA, HGE, etc., etc., etc. Again, another category, another route, the students also might take basic engineering and scientific applied, basic applied engineering and scientific mathematics. So this is the route that we call the ordinary diploma, where we have NTA level 4 to NTA level 6. So you see, so from here to here, this is A-level education. The good news that you have also, you have an online school that we call Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAI M. Again, you have a YouTube channel that called Tanzania Online A-Level Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAI M, where that your young brother, young sister will enjoy the beauty of advanced mathematics, advanced physics, basic applied mathematics from 5 to Form 6, and even advanced chemistry from 5 and Form 6. So we're gonna teach 8 subjects here, and here we teach 12 subjects. While in this undergraduate Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania, I told that we're gonna teach you 12 modules. Pray for us. Okay, so then again, the good news that this is for ordinary diploma. This is the abbreviations of ordinary diploma, engineering and scientific courses. That's why we said that basically applied engineering and scientific mathematics, right? So basically applied special applications of basically engineering and scientific mathematics. So it's a program, in most of the universities or institutions, it's a 3-year program. It's a 3-year programs. So and this is such as mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, electronics and telecommunication engineering, electronics and electrical engineering, lab science, technology, food science. So all of those modules, for example, that in microbiology, whatever, and so forth. So we learn this, that's what we call it. So when you reach this level, you can either take the routes of A-level or the routes of ordinary diploma. We have also good news for those if you're a young brother or a young sister who is pursuing the ordinary diploma, there is a special school for them. It's called the Olenjolaim Diploma Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania, right? Yes, so that's what we have. So we have it, there are YouTube channels that are called the Olenjolaim Poly Institute of Tanzania, in square bracket Olenjolaim. So you can join. Again, we have other two official YouTube channels that will be taking care of the spiritual life of our students and even none of our students. And then so we will be teaching the truths that come from the Word of God that has been written in the Bible. So the first one is called Ufalme Mbinguni Umekaribia Tanzania, square bracket Olenjolaim, and the second one is called the Kingdoms of Heaven, or the Kingdom of Heaven Come Tanzania, in square bracket Olenjolaim. So you have to make sure that you subscribe also. So totally we have 60 online schools or online colleges. So we have 2 online schools, we have 2 online institutions, we have 2 schools of Bible, right? Or yes, school of Bible, where we use teaching form by using the formality or the format of seminars and congregations. Well, so that is against when we graduate in either of these 2 levels, right? When we graduate in A level, our certificate will be abbreviated as this one, Advanced Certificate Secondary Education Examination. While here will be awarded the certificate that has been written as NTA level 6, right? So NTA level 6. So once we graduate now, then we reach the point where we are, right? So we might take 2 rounds. Yes, no, yes, we might take 2 rounds. Yes, we might take 2 rounds in case of mathematics, right? Then the first route, we can go to the pure, we call it higher pure, okay, mathematics, such as bachelor in statistics, bachelor in mathematics, and discrete mathematics, whatever. That's all about higher pure undergraduate. Okay, undergraduate in mathematics. But also we can take a route that's called the higher applied, special applied, right? Engineering and scientific mathematics. Okay? So this is also undergraduate level. So for instance, the point where we are right now is in this level. This is undergraduate. For example, that in scientific and the scientific and the engineering courses, we have almost the 4 modules in every higher institutions or college. But the goodness for the Udom, they used to learn this, for example, that in this 1, 2, 3, 4 in 3 semesters, not in 4 semesters. So it means that the calculus and probability and statistics will be taught in the 2nd semester of the 1st year. This is for the first semester of 1st year, of the 2nd year, excuse me. And this is the 1st semester of the 1st year, right? So that the goodness of University of Dodoma, or something which is kind of unique. So in A, that's for instance, that when you graduate, so here you'll have 4 modules, as I say, in engineering, and most courses of the what you call the applied science, right? So then when we graduate at this level, we go for postgraduate studies. So we'll be having postgraduate, so called it postgraduate. For example, for this level, which you call it postgraduate, advanced applied maths. So this is in case that you do a master program or a doctorate program. So you might have courses or modules in mathematics to help you understand your research, right? So that's all about the big picture in your mind. So you should have this kind of the big picture. So if you graduate at this level, you have to know that there's a next level afterward. Then the fourth thing which I want to share with you, I want to present to you the reference books, right, and materials. Reference books and materials of Calculus 2. Calculus 2. What are the reference books and materials that you might use in order for you to understand well? So you have two groups of books. The first one is called the textbooks. Textbooks. So textbooks. And the second group we call them question and answers books. Okay? So let me mention for you. So the first reference material that you need is something we call the course outline. Course outline. Say course outline. The course outline will be provided by your module master, right? Course or module teacher or master. You can ask it. He used to come with it in the first lecture, right? So you can ask it so you can know where are you going. The second reference we call the textbook. That will be used for Calculus 2 is called Smith T. R. T. Okay, and the Arabi. Okay, Arabi Minton. Arabi Minton of 2002. Right? And the book is called Multivariable. Multivariable calculus. Multivariable calculus. Right? And this is called the Mark Growing. Okay? That's one of the reference book that may be used to learn and master Calculus 2. The second reference book is called the Duffy. This is the Hausa, Duffy. And then D.G. 1998. You can have a soft copy of these books, or you can have the hard copy. Okay? Advanced engineering mathematics. Advanced engineering mathematics. Advanced engineering mathematics. Right? And then we have Jeffrey. Jeffrey A. 2001 Advanced mathematics and advanced engineering mathematics. Advanced engineering mathematics. Advanced engineering mathematics. At the first reference book, textbook that you need. The course outlines is not a book, but might be 1 page or 2 page papers, and even itself also it shows the reference books. So these are some of the reference books that I'm going to use, and even yourself that you might use them. The fifth book is called the Ramana BV 2007. Higher engineering. Higher engineering mathematics. Higher engineering mathematics. Tata McGrawy. Tata McGrawy. Gravi. And the sixth reference book that might be used effectively to learn this module is called the Greenberg. It's not compulsory for you to have all of this reference book. So 1998, Advanced Engineering Mathematics. Advanced Engineering Mathematics. Then we go for number 7. It is, yes, so those are, yes, you may also use online sources, so online books and materials. And then the B, in case of question and answers, right? Books and the but before this, but B, I forgot one of the reference textbook. Okay, materials. Number 8, you should also have notes of calculus. But let me write the way that I've written answers. So this is Olenjolaim MT TAYAI 2020 notes of calculus 2. Notes of calculus 2 for University of Udom as the reference. Yes. So that's another reference. B, question and answer books. Question and answer books and writing and materials. So this will make number 9. So number 9, here you will need to use past papers of your institution, Udom, JT, DSIM, St. Joseph, etc. And the past papers will be for test 1 and test 2. There will be assignment, past assignment, past the tutorial questions, okay, university exam, assignment, etc. There's past assignment sheet, etc. The last material that you need, okay, the last material that you need on learning this module or this course, which is number 10. Also, every student need a scientific calculator. So every student need a scientific calculator. Say scientific calculator. So I do recommend that you have, for instance, that you should have a function 981, would be enough, or even a function Casio, mean that this is Casio fx991, and also you can have Casio function 100, and even some other types, right? So I'd like to show you the Casio function 100, Casio function 100, so that you might know. So this is Casio function 100. So I'd like to bring closer and closer to the camera so that you might see it. So you see, this is Casio function 991. This is a display, and these are the buttons. So in case that you lost it or you left it to your young brother or young sister, don't panic. The good news is we also sell this scientific calculator online, right? So you just have to go to the descriptions of this video and see how much does it cost you, and we can ship in any regions of United Republic of Tanzania. So should not panic. So so those are the reference books that you need to, reference books and material that you need on learning this module. That another thing is we want to mention now the contents, okay? The contents of Calculus 2. So let me end this session with contents or topics. What topics we're gonna cover? Of what? Of Calculus 2. What are we going to cover? Or what should you expect to cover in the regular classes, or in your ordinary classes? The first topic that we're going to teach you is called the sequence and series. This topic you learned for the first time when you were in Form 3. It's the 5th chapter of Form 3, Basic Mathematics. And also learn sequence and series in the module called the complex number, numerical method, and series during your second semester of your 3rd year in many institutions they used to offer. For those who pursue the ordinary diploma. But for those who pursue the advanced level, you learn the topic of sequence and series as one of the subtopic of algebra during your Form 5 education. Right? So you have the fundamental concept. We might remind you, and then we go quickly to what you have to learn when you are in undergraduate. So again, we'll teach about infinite series, L'Hopital series, and some other infinite series. Then we'll take you to another topic that's called the geometric series. So teach you about geometric series, means GP. So we have arithmetic series and geometric series. Then the first chapter will teach you about multiple interval. And this will begin to teach you about multiple or double interval. Very important, right? Double interval. And then we'll teach you about multiple triple interval. people interview. So those are the basically topics that we're going to cover. In case that you have additional topic, we'll let you know as long as we continue. So this is the end of the general introductions 00 of the module or course called the Calculus 2 in the reference institutions or University of Dodoma, right? But the contents will be applicable for any engineering and scientific students in the United Republic of Tanzania or in African continent or in Europe or in America or in Asia or in the the continents of Australia. So this is the end. I thank God who have given me a gift of teaching and the gift of presenting the information that I have. Then I thank him, and then I thank because he gave me energy and strength to present it before you. In case you have any questions, ask in the don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. And then I would like to thank God who has given you an opportunity to watch this video from the beginnings to the end. And I thank you also for your time, for joining me and listening careful and watching everything that I've been writing or I've been presenting by the body language. So may God bless you abundantly. So I would like to invite you in the lecture 01, when now I will be teaching you about sequence and series. But also I would like to insist you to make sure that you watch some other videos in our online undergraduate Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania in Square Bracket Olenjolaim. Don't hesitate yourself also to visit the truth, the word of the truth, that it means the word of God that we teach in the 2 YouTube channels that we have introduced to you, or 2 biblical schools, so that you might know what you should do as a student, what you should do as a human being in this planet Earth, and what you should accomplish, and even what is your assignment that you have to accomplish in this world. So thank you very much. I'm expecting to meet you in the next session, and I'm expecting you that will be inform thousands of your colleagues, of your friends, thousands of your of other students who are doing engineering courses and scientific courses. So everything that you're gonna do, I would like to say in advance, thank you very much. May God bless you and keep you safe. I'm praying for you every day, and pray for me to make sure that I do what I've promised you to do at the beginnings of this program. May God bless you. See you in the next session.